Welcome to the Crooked Stripes Podcast, where your hosts discuss various aspects of lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal. Let these two friendly Canucks help you cultivate a different outlook on the green industry. And with that, here are your hosts, Brendan Brubaker and Martin Hodder.
All right, guys, we're back again. Happy Thursday, Hodder. How's it going?
Well, I mean, it's Monday and I'm in Moncton, but it's going great. The trade show's fantastic. I'm having a lovely time.
Yeah, how's the trade show? That's good.
If it's Thursday, I'm probably a little hungover because there's a kitchen party Wednesday night that I'll be attending. So
let's go.
Just planning ahead. Last time we were up there, we were out probably till like 3 a.m. So we're putting a shift.
Nice. Okay. Some DLs and ultras.
So Thursday, probably feeling great.
Nice. I love it.
Planning ahead.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I was just telling you, I was doing some October invoicing, and I can't stand when the jobber feature goes from, action required and not not requires invoicing.
Yeah.
So we were just chatting about that. So
yeah, no, like I said, I do the same thing. But I the reason mine's always like that is because I got all the guys do it, so they just complete the job. I never get to close it, so that way I can always kind of see what's done, but I can go back through and make sure all the prices are right. Because a lot of times when we're bulk creating jobs,
right,
for say for our leaf cleanups, for example, like I'll give Chloe a list of everybody that gets a leaf cleanup. So I don't have to do it. So she'll go through and she'll create one job and just put like leaf cleanup and put the price at 0.
Okay.
So then that way she can just go create similar job and then she'll just go through the whole list rather than like go to each customer and do it that way.
Right.
So that's how we bulk create a lot of our jobs.
Okay.
And then so when the boys complete the visit, it just goes to action required. And then I can go back through and I adjust the price on all of them based on either what they were priced last year or...
And you just adjust it. Okay.
I just adjust it that way. But, I mean, it does... Obviously, it takes some more time.
Right.
But it's also... I know exactly...
Yeah.
There's no... It's all kind of getting previewed by me before it goes... So it kind of takes that...
That's a good
It goes
second
from Chloe
step
to
system.
the guys to me... And then Chloe invoices.
Okay.
So it kind of it's just kind of like I get to see it before it goes out. Yeah. Just to kind of verify and then And we do that with a lot of our stuff, like just especially if I have like a big list of like same with our spring cleanups and all that stuff, and it works well because then I get her to put it on like all our leaf cleanups. I got her to do like make it so it's like a bi-weekly visit.
Right. Yeah.
So it would be like the 1st and the 17th or whatever, just so it's like those 2 Sundays apart or whatever it was. 3rd and the 17th. So then we can just move everything out as we schedule it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Drag and drop it where you need to put it. Okay.
It's so handy though. Like,
oh, I know.
like the other day when our leaf box flipped off, obviously we didn't get nearly as many done as we needed to. So we were just able to like that night when I got back, just drag and drop them all over to the next day and move it that way. So it's handy.
Oh, it's so handy. I love the drag and drop. Wake up in the morning before we start, see what the schedule's looking like, move stuff around. It's so easy.
The only thing I wish it had was like a bulk move feature. Like, so say if you get like a rain day and you can't do any of it, rather than have to like individually click on everything and drag it, you can move a whole day schedule.
You can. I do it all the time.
You can move a whole day schedule at once.
How? I'm going to show you right now.
I've been using Java for 5 years and I didn't know that was a thing.
Finally, I can one-up you on a jobber thing. Let's go. Okay, here it is. Go on your schedule. You're going to be fired up here.
1 second.
Yeah, caught you off guard there.
Yeah, okay, I'm in my schedule.
This is huge. Little software tips with the crooked stripes. Top right, more actions, the 3 dots.
Okay.
And then you go down to move visits.
I didn't even. Fuck right
and
off.
There is the best There's your Thursday.
Are you kidding me?
That's one of the ones I found right off the hop too.
I've never noticed that before. Like there's days that we have we might have 35
or 30 or 40. I was gonna say
like 30 or 40 lawns to cut.
Yes.
And I would literally individually click them and drag them all over one at a time.
Well, those days are over, my friend.
The amount of time this would have saved me.
Well, at least it's going to start saving you time.
That's a phenomenal feature.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I just wish I knew about it
4 or 5 years ago.
In 2020, yeah.
Oh, classic.
That's actually nuts. I'd literally click on.
That would take so long.
It does.
Sorry to insult to injury, but that would take a while.
And that's the other thing. So trying to do it on your phone or your iPad.
Oh, it's horrible.
Trying to hold your finger and
Oh, you can do it on the iPad and
on the iPad, yes. Phone is pretty much impossible.
Right.
The iPad, you definitely can. But I'm looking at one here. So for October 1st,
yeah,
we had 49 lawn care visits.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
So if it rained that day, I would literally click and drag
every
one of those over.
Oh, that's a grind.
My God.
What a realization.
Do you got any other good features that I don't know about?
Yeah, I know. I'll have to do some searching around and come up with my top 3. That's what we should do some episode. Top 3 jobber features that we like.
Let's do it right now. What are your top 3 jobber favorite? What are your top 3 features?
Let's do it right now. All right. I do all the job. Well, Tyler's been doing some quoting, definitely, but I'm doing the schedule. I'm doing the invoices. I'm doing most of it.
Yeah.
Big fan of the reoccurring jobs, as you know. That's one of my favorite.
Oh, for your mowing and all that sort of stuff? Yeah.
It's so mentally relieving just at the start of April, throw in all those jobs till whatever second week of November, till this week. Mm-hmm. And you can just kind of forget about it.
Yeah. Well, it's nice too because it fills in you can see where you can fit stuff in on your schedule.
See how much work we have. I know. Then I can make decisions based on that. I really like the because I used to invoice the super old school one at a time way. Love the bulk invoicing feature and the bulk sending invoices feature.
The bulk bulk creating's great.
Yes.
Bulk sending is so good.
Probably better bulk sending.
Well, you think we might send out
how many you would send out a lot every month.
Yeah, so if I look at invoices here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think so we're at what are we at now for invoices? We probably send out so we last month, so in October, we sent out 226 invoices last month.
Okay.
And so you do that every month. That's a lot of individual click and send, right? So
100%, that's a lot. Okay.
So that's your second. That's your second. Yeah, we're at this. I said 5. But it's our 4th full year using it.
Okay.
And we're over 6,000. We're at almost 7,000 invoices.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of invoices.
And that's with monthly billing on a lot of stuff.
Right. Okay.
We don't individual bill for so say in the spring, in March or May, if we do an aerate, overseed, fertilize,
that's
4 mows and a spring cleanup, that's all on one invoice.
Okay. Which that could be individual jobs too, set it up.
Yeah, that could all be out individually done, right? But
okay, yep. I'm trying to give you my last favorite feature here. There's too many. I do really like the started off at the request, if a customer wants work,
and just walk
walk
all
them
the
through
steps.
it all, and it's like from request to actually invoicing the job. That's so
and getting paid.
Yeah, it's all in one. Like how you can't get easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably my third fave. Just
so what were your three? So what was the first one you said?
Reoccurring jobs, bulk invoices, and sending, mm-hmm. and probably just like the request to invoice process per se. That's probably my fave.
Yeah,
saves me the most time. How about you? Now that you know how to move daily visits, that's
pretty much my biggest gripe. Yeah. I don't know. Their homepage itself is pretty good. Like everything on there, like it's kind of
good point.
You can kind of see a lot of what's going on. Like you can see how many requests, how many assessments are there, like that are done that need to go out, and you just pull it up on your screen, and literally everything is all right there, one screen. Like I can see how many quotes were approved in there, your rate, your conversion rate, active jobs, like money owing, who owes money on the way to the bank. Yeah. Even your projected revenue and stuff too is pretty good, right? Like if you see all those. Yeah. So you can see it's very, and that like paired up with like reports.
Yes. That was going to be one of mine, the reports.
Yeah, because you can go through like everything, right? You can. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like how they keep adding stuff.
Yes,
like they're very good at kind of
like the marketing they just added, right? I know you.
I was gonna say marketing is definitely one of my. I hammer that one.
Yeah,
we've done very well.
Nice
with like the campaigns, the review thing as well. Like the review feature, the marketing in general is really good. The review, I think we're up to we're almost 50 reviews now, so it's. A lot of them definitely do it this. And then, so I'm like looking at, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 campaigns this year. Okay. So the first one we did in the spring, and it tracks like how much.
Yeah. I did one too.
Yeah. So it tracks like, for anyone that did, it was like revenue from those people like clicking through and whatever else,
that's
right?
So cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So like our first one in the spring, and it shows like how many people opened it, how many people clicked on it, and then the work from it. So like that spring one created 137 jobs.
Wow, that's amazing.
And $75,000 in revenue.
Let's go. That's
the Green Island one, like the one I brought for the spray business I bought.
Yeah.
Just from doing that was like $10,000 and just
nice. Just like that.
Yep. And then we did our driveway one. We sent out that was
for snow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like to existing customer. No, what was this one for? This was to all customers. That was like $15,000.
Okay.
And then our fall 2024 update with about winter, all that sort of stuff, is almost at $70,000 right now.
Wow!
In 30 days, so it's a super powerful feature.
Yeah, and so cool. You can see those results,
it's
right?
Nice now. So when you go into one of these, so like let's say we go into the spring one, so it shows too. So we do a lot of our stuff is automatic renewal. So like basically, like, and yours is the same way. Like we mow your grass this year. Next spring, we'll send out our spring letter, and then you're automatically
see you there,
starting up again. So this shows here, like, was it delivered? Yes. Was it opened? Yes. Did they click on that, or did they unsubscribe? Money created from it, jobs, whatever, right? For every person that you sent it to,
which is awesome.
So someone can't say, "Oh, I didn't get the email." Because then I can literally type them in this list, search for it, say, well, actually, you got this email on this date, you opened it,
and you clicked
it. So, yes, you can. So it covers your ass in a lot of ways, right?
Right. Good point.
Which is really good because that was something they added onto. They never in the beginning when they first came out with it, you couldn't see who opened it.
Right.
I was doing a job or product review with them when I was talking about that. And they go,
Right.
oh, no, it's coming. And then, so now it's here. So you can see everything, right? So especially with snow, right? If we show up to someone's house and they're like, oh, we didn't want you to do it. I'd be like, well.
Oh, okay.
You didn't call and cancel like the contract says. So here's.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. I like that. I mean, I said, obviously like the ones that you said as well.
Yeah.
The timesheets.
Oh,
big fan of that for clocking in and clocking out.
That's money.
I'm a fan of it.
Okay.
I said we have iPads in the truck so the boys can like clock in, clock out when they go for lunch, clock back in.
Okay.
They still get paid for lunch, but at least it's able to kind of
just
and it's cool too. I didn't know this till I was playing with this last month. Learned all kinds of things. So when you go into Top, so like when you go into, have you used it at all?
Not really. The boys use a different timesheet app. Tyler.
Okay. But I like this, so you can. Yeah. Like, so say if I go to like what day, Friday or whatever, when I had like jobs on my schedule assigned to me.
Yep.
So I can go through and assign time to each job as well. So then you can actually track like like so say if the boys were doing like a fall cleanup at Jimmy Smith's house, they can assign that time to them. So it's pretty handy that way.
Yeah,
and it's GPS too, right? So if you have issues, you can see where somebody clocked in, where they clocked out, or if a customer again says, "Oh, you weren't here," I'd be like, "Well, here's where they clocked in at your house."
Right.
Here's the GPS location of them doing it, and here's where they clocked out. So they were there for an hour and 15 minutes. So pay your fucking bill.
So pound salt and pay the bill. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just another way to kind of protect.
Yeah, nice.
That side of it, and then so that's 2, right?
Yeah.
And
I think so.
And the third, and I like the being able to directly message customers.
That's
so then
nice
they don't
too.
have my personal phone number because that used to be my biggest issue. Well, when you end up with like, I don't know, we probably have like more than 1,000 customers. And in the beginning, they all had my personal phone number.
Did that get
my personal phone number was the company phone number.
Yeah.
And it just became a fucking nuisance.
Well, mine is the company number, so I will be changing
I have
that.
A separate number on my phone, like a personal number that you give to nobody. So I like being able to type on my phone.
Yes.
Through
the
text app.
I know what you mean.
And then they don't
know it's your phone.
And like it's pretty cool too. So if you use the app, I always use the desktop version.
Yep.
Even on my phone, like I'd go on the internet and use the actual website.
Oh, you wouldn't use
the app.
Okay.
But now with the app, you can send like on my way.
Right.
And you can give customers like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. So then I always just shoot that off before I'm.
Oh, you do? That's a good
for like
one.
pricing and stuff. So at least that way I don't drive 20 minutes and no one's home.
Yeah, right. Oh, I like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. Well,
all kinds of good features in there.
That's a great 3. And I bet you we don't even use Jobber to its full potential. Like, there's no way.
Oh, there's so much more you can do on here.
I know. It's amazing.
Like, even for like spraying and stuff with like chemicals and fertilizer. Like you can track all that.
Like inventory, isn't there that on there?
Yeah, but there's like an actual.
Up. Oh, like a.
There's like a chemical tab if you set it up.
Oh, that's
so you
cool.
can put like, so you can sort it out. So that way, if like you look it up, like some places, Nova Scotia, you don't have to track like how much you use per property.
Right.
There's some spots in Canada and the States where you have to like say like this property. Use 20 gallons of mix solution or whatever, right? But then you can put all your different stuff in there as well, right? So you can do like tank mixtures, you can do application rates. So that way, if there's other people doing it, they can pull it up and see all the notes per property of what was sprayed, when it was sprayed. And again, it just comes back to covering your ass as well, right?
Yeah.
So
nice.
There's a lot of good features on that side of Jobber to protect the company.
Yeah, right. Nice.
So
sweet. I like it. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was.
That was not an ad or nothing. We just.
That was a little off topic.
That
definitely wasn't what we planned on talking about. But
Jobber saves so much time that I'm happy to talk about it. So
yeah, and I like it too because like I'll be like I'm away this week.
Yeah,
I can see
bingo
what's done, where they're at on the list. If something changes, I can just do a quick scroll, send that, notes, whatever. And like, we'll use that too for the task. We'll put like, I'll make a big like task list of all the stuff the boys need to do.
Okay.
And then I'll put it on that and on the Apple notes we use which is another
you
great
guys still
fucking
love
hack.
The Apple Notes. I love it.
Such a good hack, like a free hack.
Hack.
Instant live update listing.
I love it.
So anyway, like if you run an iPhone or iPad, if you aren't using your Apple Notes app, you are missing out. That's how we run our whole snow business.
I know.
Like, and we're doing like hundreds of driveways.
It works better the way you do it
than anything else I've came across.
I know.
Apple Notes for free on your phone works better than anything.
Yeah.
I get asked all the time, like, "Oh, is Jobber like?" And that's like I said, I love Jobber. Jobber is not great at snow removal.
No, you've said
because
that.
You can't do multiple visits or multiple stops on one visit.
On one job.
On one job. Well,
Or
on that visit of a job. Like,
yes, I know what you're saying.
Because like at a house, like we might go by 2 or 3 times during a storm, and then we'll mark it off. So then, like we'll have like 3 categories. It's like drive, end, complete. Yeah. So like that's and like every address down the side of it. So then like if you do the driveway, so that means you've cleaned up to the car. Yep. So they can get their car out. Yeah. So then you'd put your initial. So if like Tyler does it, he puts a T in it. If I do it, you put an M in it. Sam is an S. And then you do the end. So like say if the city plow was by, you put your initial there. So if you do, so if you do like the driveway and the end, I'd put like M in the driveway box, M in the S box, but not in the complete because the car wasn't moved. So now I know I got to swing back by when the car was moved. Yeah. Or if the driveway was done, but it was before the city plow, I just mark the M in the first box, and now I know somebody, one of the guys or myself, has to swing by and check the plow end before we go home. Yeah, plow end. And if they move the car. Yeah. By that, maybe. Yeah. So then, so before we're all done, we literally just go through the list, and everything should have either 3 letters in it, an initial in it, or like, so say if the end's still not, or the car's not moved. Yeah. You'd put like M/C or like NC or whatever, right? So like for the car not moved. Okay. And then, so that way you have the time that it was put in. And then, so if a customer sends, be like, look, we were back by at this time. Here's where we marked it down. The car wasn't there. The car wasn't moved. Sorry, darling. But it updates. It updates instantly too, which is that's wild. Amazing. Yeah, so like I can literally, like if I know where Tyler or Sam or somebody's at on the list based on where they're marking off. Right. Properties. Right. Where. Yeah, right. You can tell where they are. Yeah, but we have GPS and stuff too. But like for me, like I said, we just have mounts in the truck or the tractors and the skid steer and stuff. We have iPads in there, so you can just scroll through the list, mark it off, see where everybody's at, and then it's money. It's a good little hack for sure. And then same with like it's a good system, especially for like the list. Like I won't be there this week, but I'll type a big list. I'll put it in that note. I'll tag them both in it so they can open it. And then we just basically put like the little circle thing next. Same way me and you do it with it for this show. But so I'll have a list in there. So then they'll go through and they can see they need to put like the salter on the Duramax. They need to put the 74-inch blower on Tractor 2. They know this, that, everything, right? All like, this stuff. Grease this, do that. And then so they can just start at the top and just work their way down the list. And then at the end of the day, I can say, oh, they got 9 things checked off. Perfect. Or if they're done, I can add more stuff to it. Right. So it's pretty slick. So I don't know. People should definitely take. It's a good little setup. Yeah. Yeah. I love how you can. It doesn't cost you $1. No, I love it. Yeah. The free part is the best part. Yeah. So, no, I love it. Snow hacks. Snow hacks with Hodder. Yeah. Let's go. Nice. Go. So that's good. Yeah. Nice. Well, there's some news in the hockey world, I think a week or 2 ago. So remember how I was talking about Isaiah's got to make a big decision if he wanted to go major, junior
or maybe
like university or whatever.
Yeah, or the NCAA route, right?
Yep.
Because the old rule, they just changed this rule, was you had to choose one or the other. So the new rule, I think it's going to affect him too. You are able to play in both leagues now. So that's pretty cool. So you can go do what Isaiah's doing, 4 years of junior hockey. Mm-hmm. And then after, you can go down to the States and play for one of these Division 1 or 3 schools.
So what age are you in for the Q or OHL or whatever now? So you're what, 18
so
to...
You're 16, well, that's rare, but 16 to 20.
Okay, right? Is the age for that?
Is the age for, OHL, WHL, the Q, right?
Okay, and then would, like, Division 1 NCAA be? Like, 18?
It'd be, like, as soon as you're done. Well,
no, but I mean, like, if it used to be, like, 18 point. To,
what
like, 24, 25?
18 to, 25, 26, maybe the older guys.
Okay.
But, like, you got to make that decision when you're, like, 18 of which one you want to go for, right?
Yeah. But it wasn't the same with Canadian, though, right? So, like, Canadian university, so you could play 4 years of
major junior.
Major junior, and then you could go right into
OUA
university after.
Or university.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly right. So, like, it used to be you play your OHL, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to go to one of the Canadian universities.
So basically, you had to pick if you want to go Canadian university or States university right off the hop.
And no junior hockey.
Gotcha.
Right? So now it will be... So there's a USHL, it's called. It's like the Americans version of like our major CHL junior. Basically, gotcha. Right? And it's it's a really good league, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But me and the refs were all talking about this weekend, right? Now we all think people are gonna, like, kids are gonna just go, well, I'm not going to play US junior. I'm gonna try to make the O, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
because they can go down there afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So we think the USHL is gonna kind of dissolve over the next couple of years because everyone's gonna come up here, right? Or if you're good enough and you just go right for NCAA, I think you'll see a lot of that.
Like right out of high school.
Yeah, which then you gotta be a stud, but
gotcha.
Whatever. So I think it's a better hockey decision for the players. So gives them some more options.
Yeah.
So
some more freedom to kind of choose.
So now Isaiah, he can play NCAA after he plays 4 years of junior hockey in Canada.
So he can get out of the queue at 20 and then go 20 to 24 down in the States, get an education.
Play for Boston College or Arizona or some sick school, right? So
yeah. Because is that what he wants to do?
Yeah, that was his dilemma. He's like, do I like bet on myself basically and play junior hockey, like major junior?
Yeah.
And try to maybe get a sniff at an NHL team, maybe?
Gotcha.
Or do I play junior B around here and then try to go for the scholarship?
Gotcha.
But so now this way he can do both.
Yeah, now you can hit both.
So
see what happens.
I think that was a great decision. So we'll see how it shakes out. So,
and I'm still learning how to try to skate. What a life.
What a life we're living. Yeah, I did 2 games this weekend.
Oh boy, put in a shift.
So put in a couple shifts. That was fun. Tavi on a Friday night. Couple head checks, nothing too crazy, but
were the players loving your little? I see your little dirty stash you got going on there.
I'm running the dirty Movember stash, guys. The boys love it. Yeah, it's funny. Like whenever you rip the mustache, the players, because they're all under 20, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some of them can't grow a mustache, so when you come rolling in there with a dirty stash, they're like,
"Oh yeah."
Like a couple of them are like, "Broops, wicked stash, man."
That's hilarious.
Like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate the confident boost.
Yeah, love it. Little bit of respect out there rather than always cutting you up. So
I feel like there's a lot of fellas that just rock mustaches all year round in the whole landscaping trade. Shenanigans.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. The dirty
mullets and mustaches.
Yeah. Mullets and mustaches. It's a look. So
Yeah, it's something.
yeah, it is.
But
Yeah, yesterday I had a Listowel against LaSalle Junior B. It was really good hockey, actually. 0-0 the whole game until. So that was kind of intense.
so maybe just end in a tie.
Well, no, Listowel scored with I think there's 8 minutes left. They scored.
I should just let it go to tie and fist fight.
No, because then there's overtime, and then you got
overtime should just be a fist fight.
Just be a tie.
Way easier.
Line brawl when it's 0-0.
Last man standing wins.
Yeah, last man standing.
Yeah.
So
fucking hockey.
Great weekend. Reffing the boys. So good to get back out there. I wasn't too slow out there, so.
Well, you had the mustache for speed.
Yeah.
Made your face more aerodynamic.
Yeah, I was way quicker because of that, so.
Fucking right.
That's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Martin and I were talking that we're going to make a Crooked Stripes Facebook page, right?
Absolutely. And like I said, you do a fair bit through Facebook. Mine it's where I'm working on, but I'm on Facebook number 5. So
yeah, no, yours kept getting hacked into, right?
Well, it got hacked once,
right?
And then as soon as I made another one, it basically said I was impersonating myself,
right.
And it shut it down. So then I made a third one, and then it said I was impersonating the company that got shut down. That was impersonating myself. And then, so I made a new one now. So it doesn't even have Hotter Landscaping in it. It literally says Hotter Property Services.
Right, that one.
Yeah, because the second I put Hotter and Landscaping together, it gets shut down.
Oh, it gets kiboshed.
Yeah, it's a pain. We had someone call the office the other day saying they sent us a Facebook message. And I'm like, to which one? And they're like, Hotter Landscaping. And I'm like, that's not me. And he goes, what? And I'm like, yeah, someone hacked it. He goes, oh. So then I was like, Hotter Property Services. He's like, oh, I was going to try to send it to this one. And I was like, no, that's also not wrong. Me. Yeah, that one's gone as well. And I was like, this one here, send it to this. So.
Wow. What a debacle.
But no, like I said, it'd be cool to get some people on the Facebook side of it. And
yeah. Well, I noticed, because when we came back from Equip, our Brubaker Horst landscape on Facebook, it had I think it had 3,600 people following it, which is great. And then after Equip, I think we had a couple videos that were going hard.
Going off.
We're at 12,000 followers now on Facebook. It's wild.
Jesus.
Right?
That's pretty impressive.
It's not, I'm just reposting everything I do on Insta. It just seems to get, I don't know.
Some of them just blow up, eh?
Some of them will, a couple weed, I have a weed eating video. It's got 6 million views. That's where all these extra followers are coming from.
That's nuts.
It's crazy. So
is there a way that we can go through and repost the Crooked Stripe stuff that we posted on the Instagram story or the Instagram page right to the Facebook one? Or we'd have to repost. I think if we make it and link it,
it might.
We could probably just. Do you know how you can share from Facebook to Instagram, Instagram to Facebook? We might be able to go back into each individual post.
That's true, and share them.
And go to reshare or whatever.
That's true.
It might be the play because some of those videos
could be the play.
Good. They probably do fare pretty well on there.
We'll get you going on the memes on there because those will do good on there. So
yeah,
we're gonna make a Facebook page, and then we're gonna get into some T-shirts and some hoodies and hats for you guys because everyone was loving it at the show.
And we still got to do that giveaway, but we'll wait till we get those sweaters.
We will do that.
We'll probably link it through our Facebook as well and get.
That's what I was thinking. Do it all
so we can run the two of them together. Yeah,
a little more of a spot to hang out and chat. So, anyways, that's that plan. Oh, but have you been keeping up with the Zach Bryan and Brianna chicken fry drama? Because I just walked into that on the weekend. Holy shit!
It's I don't understand why. Normally my social media is
grass,
lawn care, grass, snow, landscaping. That's what's always there.
Yeah,
that's all I follow. That's all. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it got down some little rabbit hole on every second video was
I know
Dave Portnoy singing a diss track about Zach Bryan.
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on here?
I was watching it this morning. I'm like, what is this? And this is like, it's like the talk of the town.
Yeah, it's like the talk of social media. But apparently he like...
Yeah, what even all...
So my
Give us
understanding...
a quick summary.
So my understanding as a dirty old landscaper of all this social drama shit that I try to pay zero attention to.
You're the pop culture goddess in here,
like
man.
I
You're
got
the
one,
dude. And,
one Little Wayne question right now. I have to discuss pop culture.
Yeah, now it's the pop culture guy.
Fuck me. My understanding is, I guess he's a real bag of dicks and
yeah, that's what it seems like.
Abused her. I don't know what sense of that, but then offered her like $12 million to sign an NDA to not talk about her or him abusing her. And then Dave Portnoy was like, and Barstool was like, fuck this guy. And
yeah, I'd love
now
it.
they're just making a bunch of diss tracks and and going into battle rap, I guess.
Yeah, I know. So, and then he was releasing some songs too. Yeah. I don't know. It's a shit show.
Oh, it's a whole bunch.
It's a whole shit show, but we will be quietly sitting on the sidelines and watching.
Yeah, that's why I just stick to my own little world. I just fucking cut grass. I tell people all the time when they ask what I do, I make tall grass short, and I ram my vehicle into piles of snow. Yeah, that's all I do.
You videotape it and post it, and then we talk about it and post it.
Yeah, then we talk about the shenanigans we got up to this week.
Yeah,
and then
it's just a big old cycle.
It's pretty funny though. I was telling you the other day, I had that guy who recognized me at the
dump,
dumping a load of leaves out. So that was pretty.
Right. Yeah, he came up to you.
Yeah, that was like the first time I think I've ever been like recognized by somebody I didn't know, like around here.
Yeah, right.
Like he's like, you're the guy that makes videos, right? And I'm like, that's me.
I guess so.
Yeah, but no, he was like shoveling leaves and stuff out of his the bed of his truck. Yeah. And he's like, oh, where's your leaf loader thing? And I was like, oh, the boys got it now. He's like, I guess he used to work for the fire department. He's like, I showed a bunch of people that, and they're like, that is cool as shit. And they didn't know what it was, and he was explaining it to them. And then I was like, yeah, man, like anytime like that, let me know. Like, we do curbside pickup for leaves. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, if you get them in a pile, as long as we can drive the truck into it, we suck them up and haul them away for a fee. He's like, that's pretty fucking clever.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I was like, yeah.
So how much would you charge like for something like that, for a quick collection?
Someone else messaged, I can't remember who
I feel like everyone's asking. I've seen it a couple times too, people asking.
Yeah, so I forget who, I should look it up, but he messaged me about it asking kind of, I guess they just bought it this year, so they're looking to add it on.
Okay,
it really varies, because like,
depends how big it is.
Well, he was talking about doing like the square, like the size of the pile, and I was like, that can kind of work, but you got to be careful because like, say like you go 4 by 15 is $100,
right?
But who's to say it's going to be 4 by 15, like 4 wide, 15 long, but not 7 feet high?
Yeah,
so it's kind of more of like a volume game, I guess.
Yeah,
but I mean, it'll suck through it pretty quick. Like,
oh, I know.
I mean,
I agree.
If we're doing, like, say if we're at one house and a neighbor comes over.
Right.
Like, we'd probably be like, I don't know, $75, $100, depending how many leaves. We're already there, whatever. But, like, if we're driving specifically to do that, like, you're sending 2 guys, because we always run 2 guys in the loader. Like, you're probably
125, 150.
Yeah, probably
sometimes.
Like 125, 150.
Yeah,
we've done other ones. We did. I think the biggest one we ever did was like $500 or $600 just in sucking leaves, like no cleanup, just sucking.
Shit.
But I mean, it was out. It's probably like half hour outside of town, and huge property just covered in trees, and they got them all into the driveway, so it wasn't bad. So we just literally drove down the driveway and just sucked the whole pile up. Yeah, like we filled like 2 truckloads.
Oh, it was 2. Okay, yeah.
But we were able to dump out that way, so it wasn't. Nice. We didn't have to like come back into town for whatever. But like,
okay. Yeah, that's what we've been.
It's still pretty profitable. Like you can
totally.
Like you're probably like on something like that. We were probably like half hour drive time, maybe like an hour
of work.
Yeah,
2 guys.
Yeah,
that's
me. You're probably like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Yeah,
like total time.
Right.
Well, like,
quick.
yeah. Probably like 4 man hours, basically.
Okay.
For
Six,
like, so
$700 bucks. That's fair.
Yeah, that's like 125, $150 an hour. Like, that's pretty good for
we would do that too. Okay.
sucking leaves, right?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, that's what we've been doing with Mikey, that in that range. 70 depends how big the pile is, right?
Yeah, like 75, 100,
To
$150.
all the way. Yeah, depending on like that big one. My buddy's place there, it was like $400 two trips of a lot of leaves. So
well, and that's what I mean, right? Like it's and
you just
kind of
gotta look at it and go, that's this.
Yeah,
like, I know it sounds. That's how I do.
That's pretty much all I do with it.
I
do with leaves.
I know you've been telling me that.
That's
$150 or
$300. Sure.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. It's leaves are hard, right? Because
I know.
And we started putting on our leaf quotes that they're only good for 7 days.
Oh, that's smart. I did get burned by that this year.
Yeah, because we had one person try to do that, and we did it in the spring or in the early in the fall, and I was like, "This is good for 7 days because
the leaves are down.
This is what's down now."
Okay,
and there's still stuff left. I'm like, if you want to wait, we'll wait till they're all down, and we'll give you a price. Or
but it's going to be more.
But
yes,
that's us doing this, basically saying this will be completed by this date for this price.
Yeah. Okay.
And stuff comes down afterwards. It's a separate thing.
I did get burned by one this year, and it was like in the middle of the leaf chaos, right? So
yeah,
it was like I sent her a quote, and then 2 weeks later, oh hey, we want you to come do them, and it wasn't that bad. But then I remember saying to myself, there's a lot fucking more leaves here now than there was when I quoted it.
And that's the thing, right? So
I'll remember that. So
and we try to do leaves. Like if we send you a quote, we try to
get there.
Literally get it within 2 days.
Yeah, right. Nice.
Because we're out doing it every day anyway, so it's easier to
just quick
to fit them in.
Okay.
Versus
that's a good one.
Getting burned by it.
Yeah, right.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Especially on ones that we're only doing one cleanup for. Because 2 cleanups, if we wait an extra day or two, we move some stuff around. Not a big deal.
No, not a big deal.
But if we're only doing one, we want to make sure
you want to quick get
we get it in and out before
more come.
Yeah, or then we did one where one spot the neighbors literally did no leaves, and the person's backyard was all fenced in. So I'm like, we're gonna come do this right away because if the fucking wind changes.
Oh,
every leaf on this street at the bottom of the hill, and I'm like, every leaf on this street is gonna blow into your backyard, get trapped by the fence, and we're gonna be here for hours.
Right.
So we went and did it.
Fun.
And the boys are getting good now at taking pictures after a leaf cleanup.
Yep.
Because we've had a few people be like,
"Oh, you have?
How come our leaf it says our leaf cleanup was done, but there's still leaves everywhere." I'm like, "We did them. This is what time we're completed."
Yeah.
It's not my fault. Leaves kept falling.
No.
Leaves are falling as you're doing a leaf cleanup. I'm not going to stay in your yard and just keep sucking it.
No, till Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So.
That's why it's always key to video. Get your camera out, right? And
and we have GPS in all the truck, right? So they make a big they solve a lot of issues.
Get you out of some jams. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So it's able to pull it up, and it's pretty accurate to pretty much to the minute of where stuff's at. So again, there's another feature of Jobber. Fleet Sharp.
Oh,
Jobber,
yes.
Yeah, Jobber GPS.
Yep, Jobber GPS, another one. I love it.
All good.
Sweet, man. All good in the hood. Nice.
Yes, sir. And just like that, I think that's another one. That. 47.
That's another
in the
one.
Books.
Let's do it.
2.5 weeks we'll be rocking episode 50.
That's crazy.
52.
52
be a year
is going to be a rush.
Well, I mean, I guess we're kind of cheating now because it's
because we're
doing 2 a week.
But a year's worth
of episode.
Yep, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I like it. Not bad at all,
buddy. So.
Yep, sweet. Cool, guys. Right. Thanks for listening again. And hopefully you have a great time at the landscape show, sir.
I will do my best. I will come home educated.
Yep, come home educated, and a little hungover is always good because...
No, hangovers are overrated.
You don't get hangovers.
I've been training for those things for years. I don't get those.
Yeah, I know. They're finally paying off now.
all that hard work as a
that's what I was saying.
19 to 26-year-old.
Yeah. Fucking right. I know. I keep remembering you saying to me last year, best thing you can ever do is have a beer with someone.
Learn a lot, buddy. Learn a lot.
And I just think, because we were having a couple beers on the Thursday night at the concert, just talking to, like Chase was there, working with Matt, Nathan's Lawn and Garden, Briners, a lot of these people with, Ambrose, love Ambrose, by the way. All these people with big followings, and we're just smacking beers together and just doing what I'm good at.
Me too, buddy.
It's all coming around. So
I'll add that to my business card. Making tall grass short, ramming snow into piles, drinking Bud Lights.
Love it. Cool, guys.
Alrighty,
well, I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
Sounds good, buddy. See you then.
What if you could 2 to 3x your leads that are coming in? What if you could transform your online brand so that people could find you and want to buy from you? What if your website was an asset rather than something you're ashamed of? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I have a solution for you. Green Frog Web Design is your premier solution for web design in the lawn and landscape industry. Fellow landscapers have found great success with online marketing, and now with our help, they are growing their businesses. Interested in growing your business? Click on the link in the bio for more info.